We've been covering Eula a lot on this channel. We've done the build guide, we've done the team guide, we've done the math for all the weapons, we've done the C0 versus C6 constellation stuff. Now we're just going to be going and showcasing the character. If you want any of those other guides, they'll be linked down in the description for you guys. And yes, she's finished here, all crossed, except for these talents here, because, you know, it's a little bit impossible. The world boss isn't not enough, but we do have max glacial illumination. And then we have Ice Tide to 9 here, which was just 24%. She caps at 25. And then our normal attack is sadly only at 6. So she's missing 40% base mod on each of these attacks here. So keep an eye out on that one as well. But least of all, let's get into it. We're going over the gear that I'm using in the video at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Let's go fight literally everything in the game. And she's super flexible. You can use it in a lot of different team compositions, but you know, most of the time you're going to be looking for that big super conduct, you know, so you want some sort of electro character. There's a lot of characters you can use. You can use Official, you can use Lisa, you can use Beidou actually as well. It's very, very strong. One of the least represented characters I think in Genshin might just be Beidou, due to the fact that not enough people know how overpowered, straight up, stop blocking me, bro, overpowered her big old limit burst is, especially when you're trying to proc superconduct. So you can do that as well. I think I'm going to be working on Beidou just to see how useful that goes. So we have our stacks are gone. Actually, she doesn't have them. The cutscene took away our stacks, it looks like. Rude. Okay, come back. Wait. Okay, brother. All right, dude. Okay, my guy. I didn't want to have to do you dirty like this. I'm just going to swap. Are you ready? 530. Oh, a little bit too strong there. A little bit too strong. And that 500k damage that we just did, you can do that at Constellation 0 because that was only with like 7 or 8 stacks. Child's relatively weak, but you can do significant damage. In the C0 versus C6 video, we were fighting floor 12, the Geo Bishop guys, who are pretty resistant to physical, and we were still hitting them for 300k. So very nice. And that was without, you know, something crazy like Bennett, because there's so many different characters you can run with Eula that it's kind of ridiculous. Now we're gonna pop the ult here, but here's the downside too, right? C6, this guy has it. He's like the only boss in the entire game that would like have enough HP to survive that, but he hard HP locks here, so you can't really see us do any damage with it. Whereas everyone else, like, yeah, if you get Constellation 6, you get max stacks, you hit something for like over a mil. Nothing in the game has that much HP, especially not after you've been wailing on it the entire time. So you need to have enemies in the game that take all that damage and need to take that much damage, but it's just not really a thing in this game right now. It's just the necessity of doing that much damage. She's almost too strong for Genshin Impact right now, but she is fun. Let's not stand in the fire. Let's dodge that. Yeah, do we still have the shield? No. Okay, can we reapply shield? Thank you. Okay, but she's super fun, super flexible. It does a lot of damage. 69k on her hold E. That is from her ascension. That's an ascension awakening. Now he's like kind of, you know, doing his own thing, blocked his HP. There's no point in standing into it. You can, but like his HP, he doesn't seem to take damage while he's doing it. I don't know if that was a change or if it's always been like that, or what's going on there, but kind of pretty easy triple phase here on this man. He's gonna absorb the stuff, bury himself down in the ground there. Go bury yourself, my sir. Wherever stacks at. Okay, okay, okie dokie. Yes, sir. You just stand right here. Whoop. Neat. And then do the damages. Keep doing the damages. 51k. Poor guy. Let's reapply this. How about that? Let's get Albedo in there. Do it. Oh no, Albedo sent out today. And then you Chula, big old Eula Chula. I mean, we're gonna pop this, and then you know what? We'll do what we can do. We'll just force it out early. I don't know. The Elemental Burst didn't even land. Elemental Burst didn't even land there. So Eula, and she's only got level 6 talents. She's still hitting pretty hard. Well, let's go into Abyss. No one wants to see 9 or 10, right? We've seen 9 and 10. They haven't been changed for forever. We're going to do 11 and 12 though with this team for you guys. This is going to be the good old Hydro floor. We don't have a cleanser, sadly. But we are going to be able to do this. We're going to petrify this guy. We'll be able to get the other Grimheart stack here in a second, because we do have that good old electrify. Good old electrify, right? Ugh. That's super conduct. Now we're going to pop this, and we're just going to run around just gonna run around. Spawn in your boy, dude. Where's your boy at? Can we get over here? Thank you. That was some damage. Okay, let's re-up the shield here, and we can get this in here. We already have 2 stacks, but we don't really need to use them right now. On this weird floor, got an elemental burst back, but we can't cast it for another 28 seconds. So, yeah, getting all these weak point shots, man. Can Eula hit a weak point? I think everyone gets hit by a weak point when you're using Eula. But a lot of cool teammates that you can use with her. And this is kind of the team that I really like running with her. Albedo, Zhongli, Fischl. You have this giant, strong... I'm just going to pop this right now, whatever. And then pop this. And just blow them up. I'm just going to force this... Oh my god. It died so fast, I couldn't even comment on floor 11-2. Just a little ridiculous. And then we didn't even need her elemental burst. She was going to kill everything with just her ascension level up awakening. So I don't know, man. But like I was trying to say, there's a lot of cool different teammates you can run. Zhongli, Albedo together gives you Geo Resonance. They both do bonus damage. Get you some Geo shield buffs up as well, right? With the extra shield affinity. Shield strength, I think it's called, actually, is what you have. You have Superconduct. You have Eula with defense buff. You have Zhongli, big, strong shield. My Fischl. You'll see. Fischl's set up for a support Fischl. It's just a good time, man. I love it a lot. Let's get in here. Ooh, nice freeze, jerk. You want some freeze? Here, you get frozen. How about that? How about you freeze? Yeah, you want to freeze? You freeze. You freeze, we all freeze. Superconduct freeze. Yeah, what up? What's up now? I'm gonna move this over here. I'm just gonna use this. She's so dead. Bye. I don't even care. Okay. Yes, I love the I love the this floor, man. It's my favorite. Here. You want to die too? Here, we'll expunge it. What up? Hey, what's up? Like, I know floor 11 has physical damage up, but we don't even get to use our elemental burst. Things just die. They just die. Now this floor, obviously chamber 1 at floor 12 here. No physical damage up this time, so we should be able to get some nice usage out of the rest of our squad here as we go forth into the fray here. So pop this. Pop this. We're gonna kind of do this in the wrong order, but I want to get in here and do the damages. All right, meow. So let's see what we can hit for. What do we get? A crit or not crit? Non-crit 2.5k. Didn't really get very many stacks up, so that's okay. Refresh the shield. Prop this guy, and then proc in here. Boom. Good to go. Yup. Beta with the flower. Get back in there. Boom. Yup. I hate these guys. I hate these guys. I hate them so much. Just die already. Just die. Little whoop of flowers really make me mad, man. They go off and do whatever it is that they want to do, you know. They're just like, I'm chilling, I'm fine. I'm just gonna pop this. We want to freeze everything here. Pop this. Just sit in there. Just sit in the fray. Sword gonna come down. Bite. Fiat. We need to swap over here. So like, even if you didn't have C0 here, you're still swapping over here and doing stuff with the other characters. And by the time it comes back up, it'll be like, you have like 2 seconds of downtime on it. So it's not the biggest deal in the world, honestly. That's why I said it's a nice quality of life change, honestly. We should go kill these guys first. How about that? How about we actually use Albedo's Elemental Burst, or energy elemental burst? Too much Final Fantasy, man. Get all these guys dashing away from your E. Rude. Is every character and every enemy in this game gonna have a dash or a counter, or like a true counter or a full counter or something by the time Genshin Impact's over? I'm telling you, it's a little wild, man. It's a little wild. They're just like dash, teleport, underground, upstairs, going up. But yeah, she's cool. She's also flexible because she's a physical DPS. You can kind of use her wherever it is that you want to use her, which is the big, awesome, strong part about this character. It's one of them. Oh, you can do this, I guess. Okay. All right. Yeah. I got you. Oh, whoop, wrong. I missed something there. My bad. All right, we're gonna go over here. Oh, it's a melt. Okay, you'll never do that at. Oh, wow, that was a ton of damage. Yikes. They felt that one at home. Oh my god. Floor 12, 1 mil, huh? A little bit of a yikers there. Pop this. Eat this. Oh, no crit. Rude. So for our team builds here, we're using the Unforged, which is one of my favorite ones, especially if you're using a shielder. It's right up there in damage. Yeah, on sustainable damage there. It's very, very strong. As long as you have a shield character in your party, we're using Zhongli. You can use Diona. You can use all that stuff. Like I talked about those videos. Want to check those out full detail because I could try to cover it as fast as possible in this video, but all of the good information well explained is in those other ones. So I'd be doing a disservice to just word salad them to you here. So using the 4-piece Pale Flame set right here, our stats are as follows. For our total stats, we have 55 crit, 159 crit damage, and we have 2,699 attack there. If you want to see the actual stats on these artifacts alone, they're nothing super insane. They're pretty good, right? Flower, no crit rate, but it's got attack percent, crit damage, just okay. Nothing super insane. This one's pretty good, 20% crit damage. Once again, no crit rate either there. And then we have the sands here, just literally just crit rate. The sands, goblet here, a little crit damage and crit rate. It's an off piece there, so something, once again, nothing insane. We don't have like 35% crit damage and substat rolls on any single piece or anything wild like that, sadly. And then we got the Maki Mask, probably the best one here. It's the circlet for the Pale Flame set. 14 attack, 20 crit damage, a little bit of flat attack, and then it's crit rate main stat there. That's how we got our artifacts there. So yeah, could I get way better? Of course. Pale Flame hasn't been out that long though, so I've gotten pretty good stuff considering how short time that stuff is out there. Talents, once again, 6, 9, 13. Yes, this was C6. If you want to see C0 to C6 or the damage discrepancies between them, go ahead and check that video out. Once again, I got a lot of content on this character on the channel. Superconductor in the party is official, and she was wearing actually the tenacity of the Millicent set, which is why on floor, I think it was the second part of 12, right, where you're fighting all them water dudes. I forget what floor that was. I've recorded so many different fights here, but all the water dudes, right, we just stand in them, they do a bajillion damage. We had shield strength and attack percent 20 from this because Oz is always applying this. We get defense percent up from her Grimheart stacks on her Ice Tide Vortex press. We have the giant shield from our Zhongli guy, and then we had 2 Geo characters for more shield strength plus, and then also our weapon 20% shield strength. So she has 65% shield strength on a big Zhongli shield. So she makes her incredibly tanky actually with her Grimheart stacks, with the shield strength that we're using in this team composition, and the big HP from like a Zhongli barrier, or if you're using her like a Diona barrier for build her for big HP for giant barriers. So that's a thing that we're using there. Then Albedo, very easy. He's on an E-base build, using the Harbinger of Dawn for the crit damage, crit rate, and then he's on a 2-piece Noblesse, 2-piece Archaic Petra. Just I have him built for damage. You could swap him, right, instead of having Tenacity of the Millicent set on official, put it on Albedo. So is she good? Yes, she's fun. She's insanely good at C0, as well as we found out in the other video, obviously, and the math supports it. And remember, we had a level 6 attack talent in here. So while she's running around hitting things for, 20, 30K with Superconduct and all these different physical resist down, we're missing out on a significant amount of damage multipliers for her actual normal damage attack. So that's my Eula. She does insane stuff, but yours will too, especially even if she's still at Constellation 0. That's why we made that whole C0 to C6 video. If you want to see the differences between those ones, just for your flight of fancy and just to put your mind at ease and see what it is that you are missing out on or whatever, you want to get that little bit of a taste, there's this video, and then there's that video over there as well, in case you're like, oh, is C2 really worth it? Is C1 really worth it? We have a showcase for all the different constellations from Z0 all the way up to C6 and how it changes her play styles. I think you know what to do by now. Hit that subscription button, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.